me ask you a question real quick. Have you ever eaten something and thought to yourself, I don't know if I like this or not?
Yes, ass.
But not that. I'm talking about food.
Oh, food.
Like,
Oh,
have you ever
food.
eaten something like, I don't know if I like this, so you have to take like a few bites, and you're like, I still don't know if I like it. Like, I don't know if I like. Take a few bites. You ever had that situation before?
See, I'm the kind of person that I'm willing to try anything once. Like, if it's like the most disgusting, horrible looking thing, I'll fucking try it. Like, don't knock it till you try it. That's my mom.
Well, like-
hence me eating ass.
Like, all right, I'll let you think about it for a second. Let me explain to you. This is what I came across. Okay, so I've never had hummus before, and I decided one day I'm like, I'm gonna try hummus. They have those little package if you buy at Sheetz or something like that of like
Sabara or
like
whatever?
pretzels and hummus. It's like pretzels and hummus. I was like, I'm gonna try that. I've never had hummus before. I'm gonna try it, and I'm sitting there at lunch, dipping my pretzels, taking the pretzels, dipping in the hummus, nom nom nom, and I'm like, I can't tell if I like hummus or not. So I dip another pretzel, eat it. I still can't tell. It takes me like 5 or 6 pretzels before I'm like, I don't like hummus. Not a fan.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Dude, I think hummus is fire.
Really?
I love me some hummus.
There's something about it that I'm like, it's just I don't know what it is. I'm like, it's not horrible. I can eat it, but it's like I wouldn't choose to eat it if I could. Like, that's what I'm talking about. It's like it takes you a few bites where you're like, I can't fucking tell. Dude, my taste buds are like on strike or something like that. I can't tell.
So, there's a local restaurant where we live. And I think it's a chain. I think they're everywhere. It's called Simply Greek.
Never been.
You know where it is? Have you heard about it?
No,
Okay.
I don't. I don't know
It's
anything about it.
Anyway, it's in it's our town. And it's like, if you've been to Chipotle,
Yeah.
you know how you like
I love Chipotle, by the way.
Chipotle, yeah, it's Mexican food that you like start at station 1.
It's pseudo-Mexican food.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
For argument's sake,
it's like
Mexican.
fancy Taco Bell, is what it is.
So let's just call it Mexican-inspired food.
Yes.
Okay. So you're starting at section 1. You say, "Oh, give me this, give me this, give me that." You pick what you want on your burrito or taco or bowl or whatever you're getting. This is the same thing except with Greek-inspired food. So you get like a gyro or a hero or a whatever you want to call it. We've had this conversation when I talked about Gyrogate.
Yeah.
And you didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So anyway, I love gyros. Love them.
Can I get a gyro that's just chicken and no pork or beef or anything?
You absolutely can. They have chicken gyros.
Great. I'm all in then.
Okay, I'll take you there sometime. So Simply Greek, you can get an option is hummus. And I usually get lamb and like feta cheese or blue cheese and some
Not by the feta.
some cucumber melon salsa.
Okay,
And then
cucumber side note, cucumbers not great. Not a great
I'm not a big fan. But
don't
then
like 'em.
I get it smothered. I ask, can I have like 2 times extra hummus? I get it like doused in hummus.
Really?
Yes. And it's fucking bomb, dude.
Here's the thing. I could probably stand that. Hummus doesn't like gross me out, but like if I had to choose, I'd be like, do you want hummus or buffalo sauce? I'd be like, give me the buffalo sauce, please.
So I get extra hummus, and then I also add. Are they called chickpeas or garbanzo beans? Are they the same thing?
I want to say they're the same thing.
I think they
Here's
are
the thing.
too.
I want to get into like snacking on chickpeas.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of because there are recipes out there for like frying up chickpeas to be like a handful snack, like peanuts or something like that. I want to get into that, but like I haven't done it yet.
So
yeah.
hummus is basically like it's either chickpeas or garbanzo beans, and they're ground up, and you add like garlic and roasted red peppers and sun-dried tomatoes.
I want to say
That's
they're
basically
chickpeas.
what
I
it
want
is.
to say they're chickpeas.
Anyway, regardless, I then add chickpeas and garbanzo beans on top of the hummus. That's how much I fucking love it.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Holy
Yeah.
fucking shit.
I'm not.
I mean, how do you feel about beans? How do you feel about beans?
Like, what kind of beans?
Like what? Okay, like
There's
let's
no
go
wrong answer. I
down
love them.
the list. Okay, let's go baked beans first. What do you think about baked
baked
beans?
beans are hit and miss because it's
Baked beans with little hot dogs cut. in them.
oh, fucking palm.
That's like the
Fucking
that's like the greatest childhood like treat.
Because-
That and hot dogs with macaroni.
baked beans are
macaroni, cheese, and hot dogs.
yeah, dude. That's like summer picnic food.
It is.
Baked beans are in barbecue sauce.
Yes.
And I don't care so much about the beans. Beans are great. The barbecue sauce makes the difference. Some barbecue sauce is great. Some barbecue sauce is rotten. Barbecue sauce makes.
Can you eat baked beans like by themselves? Like, do you put baked beans like scoop it up and like nom, 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 nom,
like
or do you
fucking Blazing Saddles
it?
by the fire, like spooning it in, farting? Yeah, that's me. That's me. I'll do it.
Okay, so all right, I spit on my computer a little bit. Sorry about that. Apologize to myself. But what about refried beans then?
Love them.
Love them.
Go to Mexican restaurants. I get so much refried beans.
Canned refried beans, like stuff you buy in the store, though. Like, I'm talking about, like, you open up the can and you scoop it out, and it's literally in the shape of the can when you scoop it out.
I don't think I've ever had it that way.
You've never bought really?
I would probably love it, though, because I love refried beans.
Not as good as, I'm gonna tell you right now, not as good as the restaurant. It's iffy. Like, you gotta add to refried beans that you make at home. You gotta add like extra things. Like, you gotta add, if you're a beef eater, you gotta add like hamburger or something like that to it. So like mix it up in there to give it something else. Like, cause refried beans by itself is pretty fucking nasty. Like, if you were to take like when we have Mexican like at home. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to take the Mexican mix, like whatever the beans are, the meat is, and just put it in a bowl, put some cheese on it, and then heat it up, and then put some sour cream on top of it and make it just like a dip. You couldn't do that with regular refried beans out of the can. No, I don't think you could. So, what other kind of beans are those? Pinto beans, right?
Love them.
What about green beans? Do you like green beans?
You know what? No.
Really?
I don't like green beans.
Okay. Do you think they're rubbery?
Yes.
You do?
It's mainly a texture issue.
You're eating the wrong bean. What about string beans?
I like string beans.
Every time I go to the Chinese restaurant, string bean central.
I love it.
Toss buffet, give me them beans right there. They're delicious.
They're good.
They're not good for you in that form because Chinese food is like the Chinese. It's never authentic Chinese food, obviously, but like the Chinese restaurant we go to is.
Dude, you're making me hungry. Why are we talking about food? I was fucking starving.
Because we're drinking. I'm talking about food. It's great, man.
Where were you going with the bean question?
I was just curious, more or
love
less,
beans.
because I was like, would you like beans? Because it went off the hummus thing. You're like mixed hummus. I was like, what kind of beans do you like?
I love beans.
You were talking about pinto beans. We were talking about pinto beans and chip peas and stuff like that. And I was like, let's go off that. Anyway, we've been drinking.
We were drinking. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to. Well, actually, you had a beer first. What beer? You drank the beer. It's gone.
I had one beer. I had the Great Lakes from the Great Lakes Brewing Company. I had their Dortmunder Gold Lager.
Oh, I've had that before. That's quite good.
It's pretty good.
Great Lakes is from Cleveland. Yes. I've actually been to their brewery before. It's a really great place. They have good beer. The Dortmunder or
Dortmunder.
It's a gold lager, right?
It's a gold lager. It's a pretty average lager. Yeah. I'm not gonna say I say average like it sucks. No, it's a good lager.
Yeah.
But it's like I use a phrase once again that I've not used in months because we've not done a beer of the show. It doesn't have a wow factor, but it's still good. It's still good.
I like it.
It's a good beer.
But you switch from beer to wine that's what I've been
wine skis because I am a wino.
So we got boxed wine.
But it's the first time I've ever had boxed wine.
You've never had boxed wine?
I've only ever had wine out of a bottle.
Oh.
I've never slapped the bag before.
So we are drinking boxed wine tonight, both of us. It is Peter Vella Vineyards. We are drinking sweet and fruity, delicious red grape wine with natural flavors.
Now, I think you said that you are a white wine kind of guy. Why is that?
I personally prefer sweet wine over dry wine. And in my experience, I tend to find white wines more often sweet. I guess it depends on the kind of wine.
Well, that's what I'm curious about because it's I drink a lot of wine, but I'm not in any way an expert. Is white wine considered the sweeter version?
It depends. There's so many different kinds.
Well, because I've always felt like when I've drank, because I drink both, but I've always felt I'm more of a sweet kind of wine. I've always felt like red wine has always been more sweeter than white wine.
It depends on what you're drinking because actually the more popular wines are Cabernet and Merlot. And both of those, to me, I don't like Cab, I don't like Merlot. They're both very dry. My family loves them. I do more of like a Moscato, which is more sweet. But this stuff, I didn't read the label on it. It's my wife, Kristen, she bought this, and she likes it. So we're drinking her wine tonight, and I just saw the top. She prefers sweet wine like you and I do.
Yeah.
But she drinks dry from time to time. I thought it was a dry wine. It's been sitting in our fridge for 2 weeks now. And I'm like, yeah, but don't give me that look. Wine gets better with age. Wine gets better.
It does. Supposedly, yes.
So I'm sick of looking at it in my fridge. So I'm like, I'm fucking drinking this, whether it was dry or not. And then I pulled it out and I realized, holy shit, it's sweet. And we've been drinking it, and it's good.
It's really good.
It's good. I enjoy it.
Having drank this, I'm like, I'm gonna give box wine a second look, because like I said, I typically drink more bottled, but this is some good shit.
So one time when I was in college, we did the Tour de Franzia.
Always wanted to do that.
Are you familiar? So we had
familiar, but never done it.
We had and it was intense. We had Franzia boxed wine, and you had to drink it, and you did adult Capri Sun, where you open the box and take out the bladder, which is the bag inside the box, and you just stab it with a straw.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Really?
You stab it with a straw, and you drink it like you're playing the bagpipes, but you're really drinking like a giant wine-filled Capri Sun. And you're on a stationary bicycle or a spinner, and you're like pedaling. And the contest is to see who can drink the most wine in the amount of time you travel from distance A to B. That's how we played it. There's different ways to do the Tour de France, yeah. It was a nightmare, dude.
Really?
People were vomiting. We were all sloshed. It was a bad move. It was part of the Beer Olympics. We were doing the Beer Olympics, which is fun. You did Beer Olympics with me before.
I think so, yeah.
We did part of it. We did a abridged version of the Beer Olympics at my bachelor party.
Yes.
But we did not do the Tour de France yet as an event in the Beer Olympics because there was a very good reason. But this box wine is fantastic. I'm going to drink it for the duration of this show. I'm already slurring my words.
As you can see, we have already been drinking a little while, so...
It's good shit, man. Tomorrow's the Super Bowl.
Tomorrow is the Super Bowl.
What are you going to say?
Fuck Tom Brady.
Fuck Tom Brady.
Fuck Tom Brady.
We're so sick of fucking Tom Brady.
I do want to talk about the Super Bowl. So, given the fact that the Pittsburgh Steelers are not in... Super Bowl is tomorrow, as we're recording this. So that's dating the podcast at the moment.
Yeah. It is February 3rd. No, it's February 2nd. It's Groundhog Day! We'll talk about that too.
Groundhog Day. So, given the fact that the Super Bowl is coming up, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are not in the Super Bowl.
They're not, unfortunately. They didn't even make the playoffs.
How do you feel about that? How does a diehard Pittsburgh fan feel about that?
Well, contrary to popular belief, they actually still hold the Super Bowl, even if the Steelers are not playing in it.
That sounds like a technicality from somebody who's like, no, wait. My team still wins, but...
I know it's mind-boggling, but yes, even when the Steelers don't make the Super Bowl, it still happens. It still occurs. My Steelers this year, without going into a whole diatribe of me bitching about this and that, it was a very disappointing season. The Steelers missed the playoffs by one game, by a half a game. One stupid little tie early in the year, week 1. But they were such a talented football team. They could beat Eddie. They beat the Patriots. They kicked the shit out of the Patriots this year. Tom Brady,
really?
Yes.
Even though the stereotypical referees are on the Patriots side, what?
The Steelers beat the daylights out of the Patriots this year, and the Patriots are going to play in the Super Bowl, probably fucking win. But the Steelers are at home watching. They didn't make the playoffs. They're inconsistent because they lost to the Oakland Raiders, who were like the worst team in the league. They beat the Patriots, they lose to the Raiders.
It seems like super inconsistent.
Inconsistent is the key word for this team. Our running back, our star running back, didn't play at all this season. He sat out the whole year because he wanted more money. Our star wide receiver will probably be gone next year because he wants more money. Our star quarterback is not getting any younger. He's like 36 years old. He's probably got a couple more years left. It's from a Steeler fan perspective, it's very disappointing. The team was good enough to contend for a Super Bowl. Now, I mean, I'm greedy. We've won more Super Bowls than anybody. If the Patriots win tomorrow, they'll have tied the Steelers for the most Super Bowls ever.
So does that mean you're rooting for not the Patriots? That means you're rooting for the other
I
team.
would root for cancer over the Patriots.
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
That's how much
That's
I
harsh.
Yes.
Get that wine. That is a extremely that's
That's
like
a hot take right
that's
there.
to the extreme right there. Like that
was the Boxed Wine's hot take. Okay, let's just put that out there.
Jesus Christ. People with cancer are like, well, fuck you.
Fuck you. Yeah, fuck. I deserve a fuck you for that one.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't mean that,
Fair.
but I
It's
fucking.
fair. It's fair.
I'm just trying to get the point out there
Yes.
that I fucking hate the Patriots. Anyway.
But we're still going to a party. We're gonna watch the Patriots probably
We got a
win.
Super Bowl party tomorrow. I'm looking
Patriots
forward
are
to
probably
it.
gonna win. Let's be honest.
Well, you know what? You went to the same Super Bowl party with me last year, and the Patriots didn't win.
But I didn't stay through the whole thing. I had to leave because that was when my schedule changed and I had to work. So I was
You
like,
got to do this again tomorrow too.
yeah, but it's gonna probably be a little different. I might stay longer. Here's the thing. I didn't do what I did last year. Is I'm gonna plan on probably crashing wherever I am. So I'm gonna have a change of clothes. I'm gonna have all my shit so that if I have to, I'm just gonna crash there.
I
and
love your
sleep.
brain. I love your brain.
I'm gonna be prepared to party all night. That's the plan.
Do you want to party all the time? That's an Eddie Murphy song.
Okay, so Super Bowl tomorrow.
Yeah.
Next week, we've got something going on. We got
dude,
something going
big
on
news.
next week.
Big news. FYD.
We haven't talked about this yet.
FYD might be coming to you semi-live. I don't know.
Semi-live.
Semi-
I mean, we've got phones.
could-
we could be live wherever we are.
You could bring your tablet or something. We could talk into.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are going to it's called the Toy Hio. It is a vintage toy convention.
We went to a couple years ago. We went to Comic Con.
We gotta do that again. This year.
It was a Comic Con.
Pittsburgh Comic Con, wasn't it?
It was Pittsburgh Comic Con, but it wasn't really a Comic Con. It was more. Honestly,
It was fun.
It was great. It was great. I loved it. It felt more like a toy convention
There was a lot of toys there.
because here's the thing: when you walked into the Pittsburgh Comic Con when we went there, there was a main room that was fucking huge.
Yeah.
Like Donald Trump, huge.
It was huge.
It was huge.
It was huge.
Yes, and all the booths, or at least 3/4 of the booths, were like vintage toys. Like it was just we would walk around and we'd be like, I played with that when I was a kid. I played with that when I was a kid. Holy shit, I wanted that when I was a kid, but I didn't get to get it. So there was a lot of, and there were other things there, but like a lot of it was like vintage toys and stuff. So when I imagine going to Toy Hio next week, I imagine it's gonna be like that, but 100% of it.
Right.
And maybe bigger. Hopefully bigger. I'm hoping it's going to be huge. I'm hoping it's going to be really big. I want it to be big.
So I will say, I'm reading the details of this. There's going to be 150 stations.
Fuck yes, that's what I want.
Like people there.
I want to be able to spend 3 hours there just walking around and be like, holy shit, I haven't seen that.
So let me explain this to you. If say you wanted to go to this toy show, but you wanted to be a seller, not a buyer. You wanted to set up a table and have your toys.
Yeah, your toy's over there sitting across the room.
It would have cost you $500 to set up a table here. There's 150 tables available. They sold out in 23 minutes.
Holy shit.
This is no joke.
It's no joke. It's the real deal.
This is the real
deal.
Like, it's probably 20 minutes from where we live in Pennsylvania.
We could probably get some interviews there while we're there.
It's right over the line. This is the toy show for the state of Ohio. The entire state. Toy-hio, the entire state. This is the big show for the Buckeye State. It just happens to be 20 minutes from... It's like Youngstown, Ohio. It's actually technically Girard, Ohio. Like, we're fortunate because it moves. We're fortunate that it's, like, this close this year. Like, this is a big deal. It's going to be fun. Now, Adam, you and I aren't big toy collectors.
No. We have old toys that we used to play with when we were kids. Right. We've got a lot of old toys.
Which is so much fun.
Like, you've got a lot of, like, Ninja Turtles, Terminator. Yep. I got some Gargoyles. I got some Dark Waters. Bucky the Vampire. Or... I was gonna say Bucky the Vampire Slayer, but I've got a lot of
Vampire Slayer.
I got a lot of Bucky O'Hare toys.
Bucky O'Hare.
That's what I meant to say. So, but like we played with all these toys, and I honestly cannot wait till next week when we'll just go and see them. Like all the vintage shit that we never got to play with. Like I just want to see a big Technodrome. That's all I want to see.
You want the total Technodrome. Huh?
I want a big ass Technodrome. That's what I want to see. That's my goal.
I want the Ghostbusters Firehouse. I think I had it as a kid. From what I'm seeing on eBay, it's worth $500 to $600. And I had it, and I don't know where it is. If it got thrown away over the years.
Christ on a cracker.
I know, Christ on a cracker. I love that.
Yeah.
Let's make that a thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, to those of you listening, it's the Toy-hio Toy Show and more. It is February 9th, 2019. It is located at the Metroplex Expo Center. The address is 1620 Motor Inn Drive, Girard, Ohio.
Honestly, if you look up Toy-hio on Facebook, you'll find all the information. You'll find the dates, you'll find the price, all that nonsense. Like
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They even have a toyhiotoyshow.com. They have a website. They're really promoting the shit out of this show too.
If you want to come see For Distraction, head to Toy-hio. We will be there.
We'll be there. We're gonna get some interviews.
We may not be there all day, but we'll be there.
Oh, I don't. It's 11 to 4, but
so it's not that long.
It's not that long. But if you come at 10 a.m., you get an early bird special. It's $5 at the door for the early bird special, or $3 for general admission. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Man.
I am excited.
I'm
really
looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've been watching some YouTube clips. Toy collecting is a big deal. People go nuts about this.
I mean, you have kids, so your daughters watch videos of people playing with toys. So obviously, toy collecting is got to be a thing.
My girls, they watch YouTube videos of kids opening up brand new toys and playing with them. And they're glued to it. They love that shit. It's a multi-million-dollar industry.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow, I had so many of these great toys when I was a kid.
Doesn't it make you think, if you can go back in time and think to yourself, like, if I had the knowledge I have today, don't you think you'd be like just somebody who plays with toys for a living? Like, I think I would be like somebody who's like, let me just invest in a nice camera, and I'm gonna get on the edge, but, like the cusping edge of everything,
the cutting edge of toy playing,
and I'm just gonna play with my fucking toys. That's all I'm gonna do.
The internet wasn't a thing back then.
Well,
that's the problem.
But you have the knowledge to be like, I can prepare. I can get ready for this shit. I can be ready.
I've had decades of training.
Basically, yeah.
We can fix him. We can make him better.
We have the technology.
Thank you for that. We'll probably find that toy there. We'll probably find the $6 million man.
I'm sure there's something there. In package. Yeah, mint in box.
Like, my grandmother was a wonderful person. She was so awesome. Like, she bought me toys all the time for no fucking good reason other than I liked toys. And there were so many toys I loved. I was an action figure guy. I think you were too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, absolutely.
I was an action figure guy.
That's all little boys.
My number one was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That was yours?
My number one was the Turtles. I love the Turtles. So my grandma had this idea where And actually, I had some of these. Same thing with Star Trek. I had Star Trek guys too. They were going to be worth money. She thought, these are going to be worth money. So she would buy me one to play with. That I would open them, I would let them breathe, I would play with them. But she would buy me a second of the exact same toy to leave in the package. Because in her mind, they were going to be worth a lot of money someday.
Well, because that's what it was back in like the 50s, 60s, 70s. Like that was a big thing because it, like, if you there's a great Netflix documentary special called Toys That Made Us.
I love it.
It's amazing.
It's so good.
It's so fucking amazing.
These are the people we're going to be dealing with.
Yes, it's so fucking amazing because what's great about it is it gives you the history of toys, and that's the biggest reason.
I'm glad you watched that.
You watch that series and you say to yourself, "That's why toys were fucking special back then. That's why they're worth a lot of money. Is because they didn't have a lot of fucking money to make a lot of them.
No.
So there was only a few amount of them. No. So when those toys started becoming worth more money, a lot of toy companies were like, well, we got to make a lot of these toys because people are buying them up. And then that's when they stopped, being worth a lot, when toy companies made like a shit ton of them.
Yes.
So,
and we're older.
Yes.
In the 90s, when I was growing up as a kid and I was collecting these, the toys that I loved, they made a fucking mint of them. So guess what, Adam? They're not really worth... They're worth basically what you paid for.
Let me tell you about my childhood. My childhood was... I got a Technodrome when I was a child.
Oh.
I got a Technodrome.
You still have it?
No. I got a Technodrome when I was a child. Let me tell you about...
Never had it.
Let me tell you about the person that I was when I was a little kid. I was so considerate of others. The person that bought me the Technodrome, I don't know if they got the money from my mom or not, but it was my mother's roommate. My mother had a roommate, and he took me to the toy store and bought me a Technodrome. He said to me, do you want to get a couple Ninja Turtles to play with the Technodrome? And I was so considerate about him spending money on me that I was like, no, this is good. That was me as like as a 5-year-old. I was like, no, this is good. Don't spend that much money on me. This is good. I had a fucking Technodrome though with 0 Ninja fucking Turtles.
You never had a Ninja Turtle?
I never had a Ninja Turtle. So yeah.
But I
had a Technodrome though. I had a Technodrome. And I could still play with it with other toys. I took Pirates of the Dark Waters and put them in the Technodrome. I was like, this is your base now.
There was a time that I did have every turtle. Then they came out with a new series and a new series and you can't keep up. But there was a time that I had every turtle there was. But I never had the Technodrome. So you got that to hang your hat on.
I did have the Technodrome.
Never had the Technodrome.
Do you ever... Okay, like, let me ask this. To this day, you've got little girls.
Yeah.
I recently had to go to Walmart to the toy section to buy a birthday gifts for a 7-year-old that lives with us right now. Or my little cousin.
Okay.
For her birthday, I got her... She loves those LOL stuff.
Oh, my girls do too.
So I recently bought, and I was looking in the section. I went to the Lego section. Do you ever think to yourself when you're buying for your kids, I could get into Legos? Like as a 30, like how old are you? 34, 35?
I'm 34, not 35 yet.
So do you ever think to yourself, I want to buy a Lego set for myself and just go home and just put it together?
So, as a kid, I was never huge into Legos. I had a few. But some of my friends were obsessed. Legos were their shit.
Dude, I had Lincoln Logs, I had Tinker Toys, and I had Legos. Huge.
Did you have an Erector set? Did you ever have one of those?
No, I did not have an Erector set.
I had one Erector set. It was interesting. But yeah, I'm familiar with everything you said. Those are all cool. But I never got into Legos like some people did. But now I look at the Lego aisle, and I have no sentimental attachment to Legos because I wasn't into them as a kid. But I look at some of these, like especially Star Wars.
Yeah.
Their Star Wars sets are fantastic. They're just mind-boggling how great they are. I would love to get into them, but that ship has sailed.
I don't get into them because I don't have a space for them. If I had like a man cave, like a room just dedicated to shit, I think to myself, I could buy a Lego set and like spend like a night. Like a night a month. Like one night out of the month. Being like, I'm just going to stay home and I'm going to fucking put together the Lego set. And just put shit together. Throw something on Netflix, put shit together. I think to myself I could do that. Because, like, we're nerds. I'm probably more nerdier than you are, but we're nerds.
We're both nerds, yeah.
Like,
Call it like we see it.
every time I go shopping, like Christmas, birthday, or whatever for this little girl, I'm like, I go to the Lego section, I'm like, that looks fucking cool. I don't know, I want to fucking play with that right now.
See, I have daughters. I'm in the toy section all the damn time. And I think that has drawn me toward this whole toy show thing. This is seeing my kids love toys and be so enthralled with toys. Makes me think, when I was your age, I was the same fucking way. So yeah, like knowing the joy I got out of getting a brand new toy and opening up and smelling that new plastic smell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that compares to that. So I kind of want to spoil my kids with buying them these great toys because I loved them. And so I find myself in the toy aisle frequently. And I look around at some of the more advanced boy toys. We'll gender specify toys for this podcast.
They have those sections.
That may not be politically correct, but the Barbie aisle
What's really interesting. Okay, you brought gender specific up. It's really interesting. I was in the toy aisle the other day, like I said, buying a birthday gift.
Yeah. And
I was in the LOL section, which predominantly seems to be, advertised towards little girls, because it's, little cutesy little animal toys and stuffed animals and stuff like that. That's typically what they be.
It's pink, it's purple, it's girl, yeah.
There was looked like a grandfather there with a grandson, little boy, probably about, 7, 8, 9, probably not 9, probably like 5, 6, 7, something like that. Little boy who wanted something from the LOL, and it was very pink. It looked very girl oriented, and I looked at him. I was like, "Fucking great! Like, let it go, let it go, fucking
they're
great."
They're really not. Now, if this
it looked like it. That was the whole point.
They kind of market it that way.
Yeah, when you're like, remember when you're like 5, 6, 7, when you're that little kid and you're thinking like, oh, there's something pink over there. I don't want that pink thing. It's a little girl toy, because pink is typically advertised towards girls.
Now, if this boy was in the Barbie aisle picking out a Barbie doll, that's one thing. But the LOLs.
By the by, Barbies are right across. Literally, like
the same aisle.
You turn around and there's maybe not. There might have been Barbies. There were definitely dolls if you turned around. So
like I said, my kids watch YouTube videos of other people opening and playing with toys. And there's this one, and this kid's like a millionaire. He's like marketed now himself out. It's called Ryan's Toy Show or something.
That's why I'm like, if you could like go back in time and just
this
play
kid's
with toys when you were.
This kid's like 6 years old. His name's Ryan. Ryan's Toy Show's on YouTube. Dude, look it up. I just recently watched an episode because he was actually in an airplane flying to Disney. So I'm like, oh, he's going to fucking Disney. I'm watching this episode. It was actually my girls were watching it with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's watch this one. He's going to Disney. So we're watching it. He's on the airplane flying to Orlando. And his mom's like, okay, what toys do we have today? He had like an LOL and Nom Noms, and like they were all pink. This is like a boy. And he was opening them up and playing with them. And so I this is the new millennium, Adam. It's 2019. Gender-specific toys don't exist anymore.
Which I think is really cool.
I do too.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I do too.
So, Toy Hio. Next
we're
week,
doing it.
February 9th.
Everybody come.
February 9th. Check it out on Facebook. Check it out on the social media sites.
We'll post a link to our social media For Your Distraction. You can find us on Facebook at For Your Distraction. Search for us on there. We'll post the link to Toy Hio on there. Come on, everybody come. It'll be fun.
Absolutely.
Come see us. We'll do an interview with you. It'll be fantastic.
So, let me ask you something. What do you think about guys that there's a hairstyle that guys are getting now? I don't know about it because
you're talking about the fascie?
I shave my head, whatever the fascie is. You explain to me if it is this, where they shave their heads on the sides and the back, but leave the top somewhat long. You
That's
know what I'm talking about?
That's kind of like the fasci. So,
What do you think about guys like that? Because there's somebody we know that we were just talking about recently that kind of has something like
the
that.
fasci, have you ever looked at... I'm a big fan of documentaries, especially like World War II.
Right.
Are you familiar with the Hitler Youth?
No.
So, like, imagine in the United States of America, we have the Boy Scouts. You know what the Boy Scouts are?
Yeah.
They, like, do...
I was a brief member for a few months.
Oh, you were?
For a few months, yeah.
Good for you. I never was, but...
It was too much work.
You're familiar.
So I was like, no, I'm done.
So, in Germany, in 1930s and 1940s Germany, they had the Hitler Youth, which was their version of the Boy Scouts, which, like, prepared them for service in the Nazi party. Okay?
Yeah.
And they all had the same fucking haircut, where it was, like, shaved, almost buzz cut on the side. And on the top, it was, like, a comb over. And that hairstyle has come back into play.
I've noticed it a lot lately.
Have you known what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
Like over the top, but like shaved on the side.
There's somebody.
It's really like clean cut.
There's one person in the Movie Guys podcast, sister show of ours. Check it out.
Movie Guys.
Check it out if you've not
Find
listened to
them
it.
on
Great,
Podbean.
Great group. There's one person who briefly, I don't know if he still has it, I haven't seen him in a while, but he had that for a little while where it wasn't completely shaved, but it was like very, very, very short on the sides, and on the top it was almost slicked back. Almost.
That's it. That's a fasci.
Is it? Yeah. Okay. That's the current style.
They
now.
call it a fasci as in fascist.
I had hair, which I shave my head now, if I had hair, I'd probably do that because that's the style right now.
But ladies and gentlemen, especially ladies, if you're listening, he's a sexy bald man, like a Michael Jordan,
I'm not.
like a Montel Williams.
Stop! I'm not bald. There's a difference between shaved head and bald. There's a difference.
But
bald is you're smooth, like you run your hair across the head and you feel nothing but skin. You know, shaved head is like imagine a stubble on your face. That's a shaved head.
It's even fucking better.
Yes. It's Jason Statham level. Is
I
what
love
it is.
it.
It's Jason Statham level.
I love what you're going.
I look
with,
like
man.
Jason Statham.
See,
That's what I do.
He's as ripped as him, and
Yes, I am.
if you would get into a fist fight with him, you would also lose.
I'm 15 pounds down. Let's go.
15 pounds.
It's all on my dick.
15 pounds down.
It's gone all to my dick. It's all gone to my dick.
I'm using my Pittsburghese to say 15 pounds down.
This wine is great.
Oh,
Anyway,
what's up?
So how do you feel about that, though? How do you feel about that hairstyle?
I'm not a fan of the fasci.
I've noticed because you don't have the fasci, so...
I don't. My nephew, who I love my nephew, one day this past summer we went to the pool. He rolls in with the fasci. I'm like, what the fuck? I said this exact... He's in 8th grade right now, so he was probably in 7th grade then, in between 7th and 8th grade. I said, what the fuck is on your head? He's like, oh, I just went to the barber. You like it? His excuse was he's a nerd like Adam and I. He's a great kid. I love him to death. He's like, I follow a lot of YouTube guys, and they all have the same haircut, and I liked it.
It's everybody in the world right now has that fucking haircut.
And I told him, I'm like, you know what that's known as? He's like, what? I'm like, it's known as the fasci. He's like, what's the fasci? I was like, as in fascist, as in Adolf Hitler, as in like Hitler Youth. I said, it's not cool. He's like, oh, you know what? I swear to God, I think he was giving me the shit. The next time I saw him, he didn't have the fasci.
Really?
No.
Okay, so you go to a barber because you've got a hair, right?
I go to a hairdresser.
That's even better. Okay, wait. Mm-hmm. Do you get the cut or the wash in the cut?
Both. So here's the story. I've gone to the same lady who has cut my hair since I was probably 5th or 6th grade, maybe even younger than that. Since I was a kid. My mother still goes to her. Like, she is a beautician, a hairdresser. And I'm not going to go to anybody else because she knows... Like, I sit in a chair. I don't have to say, this is what I want, this is what I need. No, she just fucking does it. And it gets
Really?
done. Yeah. You know what else she does? She gives me the shave.
You've gotten a shave?
Cut the shave.
I've thought about this. Here's the thing. I have a problem when I shave my beard in that I can trim it up pretty well, but I have a problem with the top part where your cheekbone meets like your chin, where I have a hard time keeping it straight. I have a hard time making like a straight, like my left. Here's the thing: my left side of my
I know
face,
exactly what you're saying.
left side of my face, perfect. Always perfect when I shave it. The right side of my face has like a little,
I got it on both sides.
has like a little bump. It's like a little bump, and I'm like, I always try to fix it, and it always fucks it up.
I got it on both sides. Who do you go to? Do you have the
I don't
same
go to anybody. I don't go to anybody here anymore because here's the thing. Like I said, I shave my head. So what I do is I take my electric shaver and I have a guard on it, and I go, every now and then, every couple days, I go into my shower and I go, and I just go in my head real quick, and it kind of like evens it out a little bit.
Some advice for you.
Yes.
Some advice.
I want to go to like a.
Okay. So for those of you listening from out of town, bear with me here. In our town, you know where Walmart is?
Yes. I've heard of the place.
Next door to GameStop?
Yeah.
There's a place called Sports Cuts.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
Used to be Radio Shack.
I think it's on the other side.
Okay, yeah. I know the place.
You
yeah.
with me?
Yeah. Making a joke because Radio Shack was a thing and it's not anymore.
Yeah, I think it was like GameStop, Radio Shack, and then Sports Cuts.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's in that little thing. They are the only place in the valley that will shave your head clean and give you a shave. Does it cost money? Maybe.
My thing is, I have a hard time justifying spending money on something I could do myself.
That's true.
I have a really hard time doing that.
If you're ever feeling lazy,
I think I would do that before like a job interview. Before like a job interview, that would be something I would do. Here's the thing: I'm trying to grow my beard out. I'm trying to get my beard a little bit longer.
Oh,
I'm doing a thing where I keep the sides a little bit shorter, but the chin beard I try to make it a little bit longer. Yeah, a little bit like that.
The Dumbledore.
Yeah, something like that. Not that long, obviously, but I'm trying to do that a little bit longer. Thing is, so like I'm trying to grow it out a little bit, so I'm just like basic trimming it. I think that would be. I would go to a salon or something like that before like a job interview to like even things out and make sure that everything's good.
Dude, the fasci, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the fasci. You'll see it everywhere, and I'm sure there's guys that are wearing it just because they think it's
very popular now. It's very popular.
And I'm sure they're not thinking of it in that way.
So when you go to you go to a hair salon and you don't say do this, you just sit in the chair and they just do it.
Sherry, my hairdresser, she's been cutting my hair since I was a little kid. She knows what I want. I'm on a 6. She buzz cuts. She puts the clippers to a 6, and she cuts. She shaves me up the side. She cleans up the necks a little bit. She makes my bangs even.
God, I miss that so much. I really do, kind of. Here's the thing. Like, what's great about having a shaved head is you don't have to really deal with, like, shampoo for the most part.
You know how much money you're saving?
I'm saving a lot of money. Here's the thing. I'm saving a lot of money. I don't have to deal with, like, shampoo. I don't have to deal with the process of, like, spending money on a haircut if I want to. But there's something I miss about it where I used to go to a salon. I used to go to the place in the mall. Shenango Valley Mall, whatever is that what it's called? Supercuts. I used to go there. I used to go to Supercuts in Shenango Valley Mall, and I used to sit in the chair and be like, "Give me a wash and then a cut."
Yeah.
So there was something relaxing about tipping my head back in the sink bowl and just having somebody else wash my fucking hair.
Oh,
I was
great.
so relaxing. It was so great.
It's like massaging.
If I could go there and tip my bald head back in the sink and be like, just wash my head, I would do it if it wasn't weird. But it's fucking weird to do some shit like that. Yeah. It's really weird.
You need a girlfriend or a wife.
Well, you know somebody? No, that's what I thought.
I got plenty of eligible guys. That's my problem. I don't got any eligible girls.
But anyway,
ladies, if you're listening.
Yeah. Anyway, that's something I miss. That's the one thing I miss about getting my haircut. It was so relaxing doing that. It was so relaxing. So, okay, I watched a movie recently. And the topic of this movie combines somewhat with a TV show episode that we both love. We love the TV show. There's an episode that happens with it that it combines with. I watched Total Recall, the original Arnold Schwarzenegger Total Recall.
Okay.
Okay.
She had 3 boobs, Adam.
She did have 3 boobs. One was fake though.
Well, yeah.
In lore, one was fake.
That goes without saying.
Not in real life. In lore, in the movie, one was fake.
I wonder if there's a real person, a real female out there.
I mean, okay,
that has
wait.
3 tits.
If you have a third nipple somewhere, does that mean you have 3 tits? Or do you have to have the roundness? Because here's the thing, there are women that have A cups. Are those still, boobs? They're flat. They're somewhat flat, but, they're still boobs. So does that mean somebody have 3 nipples? Does they have 3 boobs? We ask the hard questions on this show.
We do.
So...
We're investigative journalism here on FYE.
Basically, yeah.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Anyway, so I watched Total Recall. I was thinking about it. Okay, if you haven't seen the movie, it's about this dude who goes to some place that implants memories for like a vacation, and some shit happens, and he's basically a secret agent now. So the whole movie's about memory, and there's a Doctor Who episode that's about memory also. With David Tennant, there was an episode about Doctor Who where he goes back in time.
Explain to the people who aren't Whovians like us.
Doctor Who is a show about an alien that comes to Earth and takes some lady companion on a quest of adventure and fucks them later.
I think they know about Doctor Who.
Oh, okay.
But explain this episode.
Oh, okay, the episode. The episode is basically about Doctor Who has to go back in time and hide himself from this alien race that's trying to suck his essence or his Time Lord species essence or some bullshit out of him. And he has to go back in time and hide himself, and the way he hides himself is by hiding his memory. He hides his memory in this watch, and he forgets himself, and he thinks that he's a real person. He thinks he's like a human that exists in this particular time period. You know what I'm talking about?
It's a great one.
It's a great episode. So, in Total Recall, Quaid is this character played by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You think he's a Time Lord?
No, I'm not thinking he's a Time Lord. But my point is, in spoilers, if you've never seen the movie, great movie, it turns out that apparently Quaid is a double agent for the main bad guy. And basically towards the end of the movie, they want to put his old memories back into him, so he
his fake wife was a lot hotter than his actual wife.
Absolutely,
he should have just
yes.
Okay,
but they want to put his old memories back, so he's the original person again. So, would that mean that if you thought you were somebody like Quaid, and you were implanted with your old memories, i.e., remembering yourself again, does that kill the new Quaid for the old Quaid? Vice versa with Doctor Who. When Doctor Who is playing as a human and he has to get his memories back, does that kill the human version of that Doctor? Or is it... What is going on there?
Okay, so you're a Voyager fan. Is this a Tulix?
Yes.
Is this like a Tulix
question? Kind of, yes.
So there was an episode of Voyager where...
Tuvix.
Tuvix?
Yes, that's Tuvok and
Tuvox
Neelix.
and Neelix mixed together, they created a new being. And the whole episode, like Janeway and Chakotay are trying to figure out how to separate them back into... And the new being is an active member of the crew. He goes, I don't want to die.
Yeah, he's been in there for a while.
Yeah.
Like, he's there for like a couple of weeks, I think.
That's a great episode. That really makes you think. And that's kind of what you're asking with this question.
So if you think you're somebody else, like let's say you have amnesia. Let's say you have amnesia.
Okay.
And then you start a life. And then over the period of months, you create a life, you find a woman you fall in love with, yada, 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 yada. All right, things happen, you live your life. And then you find out that, there's a way to revive your old memories. Does that kill the new person that you've become to remember who you were? Like, does the new Quaid in Total Recall kill his new person to remember who he was originally?
We're talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger, not Colin Farrell, right?
Yes.
Big difference.
Big difference.
Arnold Schwarzenegger Total Recall was a great movie. Colin Farrell Total Recall was shit.
It was a good action movie, but it wasn't. Here's the thing: it was like 90% closer to the original book than the Arnold Schwarzenegger was.
Really?
Yeah, it was. Apparently, the Colin Farrell one was actually based on the book, whereas the original Total Recall took liberties with it and said, "Fuck it, we're gonna do whatever we want."
So let's call a spade a spade. I love Colin Farrell.
Yeah,
I do. But I already
his movie was more accurate to the book, is what it was. It was like the original. Apparently, the original book never went to Mars, from what I understand. They never went to Mars.
Really?
They talked about it, but they never went there. So that's what the original movie did. The Colin Farrell movie did. They didn't go to Mars because the original book never went to Mars. So that's what it was, apparently. Maybe you should rewatch the new one and be
I should rewatch
and be
both
like,
of them.
well, what is what then?
I haven't watched either one of those films in a very long time, so
Yeah.
I should probably rewatch them and then have this conversation with you on the show.
But that's beside the point for what my question was.
Okay.
So you got a person who has a memory. You realize you're a person who realizes that your life may not be what it was. Maybe you had an original life. Does remembering the old memories kill the new person? Are you two different people, basically? Are you killing one person to revive another person?
I really keep coming back to the Tulix.
Are you killing one person to revive another one? It's a very what you're saying is a very apt analogy. Like it is like if you're in a transporter in Star Trek, for those you Trekkies, and you're two people and like the Fly, like the Fly,
like Jeff Goldblum Fly.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you're in a transporter and you're both in the transporter and you combine into one being, does separating you kill that new being into reviving the two other beings? Are you committing murder to revive two other people? Like, would you kill somebody to revive two other people? Does the amount of people you kill versus the amount of people you save amount to being good?
Pinky point.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, and I totally understand it. And I think...
What would you do in the Tuvix scenario? What would you do? First of all, Tuvix was annoying as fuck. He was pretty annoying.
He was.
So, take that for what it is. To be honest, okay, I'll answer first. Okay, so when I watched the episode and I was thinking about it, I was like, you got to keep Tuvix. You created a new being. As far as you know, you created me, and you are actively killing a new being to bring back old crew members. Would you do that in a scenario normally, like if you met a new species of alien that was on your ship? Would you be like,
it's the 24th century?
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me you don't have the technology to replicate some way to put a conscience from some human being.
Well, that's if you understand conscience. They don't. Maybe they don't. Maybe they
look.
Maybe
they show you in the episode that they don't.
They don't understand conscience the way they thought they did.
Now, science.
Because here's the thing:
physiology.
Humans don't have the psychopathic ability as the Vulcans do. So, you know.
What being was Neelix?
Neelix was a Talaxian.
Talaxian. So you got the Vulcan and the Talaxian mixing together.
Yeah, to create a whole new being. Whole new species.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, my brain, if I was Voyager, super sorry, I would have probably not done it. I would have probably not separated because I was killing a whole new species and a person. That would be my brain.
Tuvok was very important.
He was extremely important, but Tuvix had the knowledge of Tuvok, though. Tuvix had Tuvok's
and the social capacity of
Neelix. Yes,
which is like the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
not talking about Next Generation best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Ooh, threw that little caveat.
So then we come back to our original point. So, Doctor Who, when he was playing the human, when he had the human memories, was when Martha Jones opened up the watch.
It was Martha.
It was Martha Jones when she opened the watch and gave back probably, well, she didn't give it back to him. She gave him the watch, and he opened it himself. I think it was.
Yes.
When that happened, was the Doctor killing his human self? Because if you remember, at the end of his life, Doctor had a lot of emotional ramifications to the point where he visited the ancestor of the woman he fell in love with.
Oh, he did.
He visited her and said, God. And had an emotional. Had an emotional.
What a fucking episode that was.
That was amazing. Like, he had an emotional scene with her
I'm
where
still
he
not
was
over it.
like he was basically saying, did she live a good life? And she was basically like, yeah, she did. And then she realized who it was, and you could see the emotion on David Tennant's face. And it's like, ah. So is it killing? Did the Doctor commit murder that day? Was it murder, or did the entity die? Even though the Doctor's, I guess it asks the question of, I guess it's true, because when the Doctor regenerates, the previous Doctor dies. So,
but it's still him.
It's still him but just the memories. After
the adjustment period, he regains the memories.
But that's just the memories, not the feelings.
Not the feelings.
Not necessarily the feelings.
No, he does not. He's not regained the same feelings.
Yeah,
that's why
Matt Smith didn't love Rose the way David Tennant loved Rose.
You see different personalities too, with the Peter Capaldi to the David Tennant.
Yeah,
like there's so much difference.
There's so much difference between Matt Smith and David Tennant. Not just like Peter Capaldi was 2 doctors after David Tennant. Like, Matt Smith was the next Doctor.
Can you imagine all the doctors in that?
Yeah. Did you watch the episode? We're getting to Doctor Who talk right now. Did you watch the episode where Peter Capaldi regenerated into the new Doctor, the female Doctor?
Yes.
You did? I finally watched that fucking episode. I finally got a chance to watch that episode. It was really cool the way they did it. I'm gonna gush now. It was really cool the way they did it with the original, when they had the actor that played the original Doctor. The way it was portrayed when he interacted with a female character, it was hilarious, because Peter Capaldi was like, "You can't say that now. You can't say that stuff now. What are you talking about?" It was great. Like, it was just one of those things.
So I'm having a super huge man crush on Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor.
I've only seen like the first 2 episodes of her, because I don't have access to the rest of it without paying for it right now. So I've seen the first 1 or 2 episodes. She's great. I have enjoyed her so far. Yes.
And she, I get it. They've always talked about this, how the Doctor can be anyone, anything, any species. Like it can be.
Even though she's only ever been humanoid. And you've never seen a Time Lord that wasn't humanoid.
Well, the Time Lord, you've seen the Time Lords, and especially in the David Tennant days.
Yeah.
You've seen the Time Lords.
You see way more of them in the Peter Capaldi episodes. You see a lot more of them then. You do see a bit more of them then. Yeah.
I've only watched a few of the Peter Capaldi.
You see like a lot more of them then, and they're all humanoid. All of them.
Well, human beings from the planet Earth.
In fact, spoilers, Peter Capaldi kills a Time Lord, and it regenerates into another humanoid. So...
But basically, it's like talking about a Jedi Knight. You see the Jedi Council, and they're so fucking different.
Yeah.
But they're all fucking Jedi. Like look at Obi-Wan Kenobi to Yoda. Can you get any more different than that? I mean, I guess you could,
I mean, you could, if there was like a mucus membrane, like from the Orville. What's the name of the mucus dude? I can't remember his name. He played by a really great actor.
Norm Macdonald.
Can't remember the character's name.
So in the latest episode, he represents himself.
Really?
You gotta watch it.
Really? I gotta watch the latest episode. I've only gotten to the episode before that one. So, what are you thinking about Orville season 2? How are you thinking about that?
Love Orville.
Are you
shit on it?
You were shitting on that before, because you made a comment about how the first 2 episodes were all about like Bortus and his thing, and then you were like, it's okay and stuff like that. I've been enjoying it a lot so far. Like, I disagree with you that the first episode was mainly about Bortus, but I've been enjoying it a lot so far.
Yaphet,
that's his name, yes.
Yaphet, I had to look it up.
Yeah.
So the first couple episodes, I feel like they were about Bortus.
I'm gonna disagree with you about the first episode. Here's why. The first episode.
I'm trying to go back in my memory banks.
The first episode was only had to do with Bortus going to take a piss in his world. That was the first episode, but that was a subplot. That was a very subplot. The main plot was about the relationships between the people on board the ship. That was the main plot point. The subplot, because they barely talked about Bortus and going to his homeworld and taking a piss. It was like the beginning, and then after the commercial, they had like a meeting about it, and then it was like vague references to it after that. So the second episode was 100% a Bortus episode, which was great. Fucking pornography virus on the Orville. Amazing. Which was really fucking cool. It wasn't just a comedy episode, I think, because it had...
Wait. So you're saying the first episode was basically about Ed and Kelly?
Not just Ed and Kelly, just relationship in general, because you had the security officer, what was her name? Aurora, and the subplot of, her going on like a date with the person that Bortus set her up with.
Big head guy, whatever his name was. Oh
great.
Great.
But it was all about subplots, and then you had the pilot, I can never remember his name, who was trying to get dating tips from the new head of engineering with that new cartographer or
what are you talking about? Gordon.
Gordon, yeah.
I love Gordon.
Yeah. But there was that.
Gordon's
there was
like my favorite.
But
character.
he's amazing. He's an everyman. He is us right now. That's who he is.
That's why I love Gordon.
But he had that whole plot about like he was trying to get a date with that woman, and getting dating tips from the engineer. So, like, it was mainly about, like, relationships and less about, like, Bortus's, piss adventure, I guess. Which I loved the second episode when it had to do with, like, online pornography and everything like that and viruses on the ship. Because at first you're like, oh, this is fucking hilarious. And then in the end, spoilers, you realize it has severe ramifications to the point where it's an emotional ending at the end, where people are basically have to die from it. Not have to die, but people do die because of the ramification of Bortus's decision. So I think there was a lot more depth to that than you first thought of, and then I think now thinking back on it, you might think maybe a little bit different.
So let me just start out by saying, everyone listening, I apologize. I used to shit on the Orville. I really love it. I really love it
right
now.
You are so drunk right now.
I really love the Orville.
It's an amazing show.
It's
more
fun.
Star Trek than Star Trek is right now. It really is.
Well, as you and I have talked before in previous shows, Adam, you have caught up on Discovery?
Season 1. I watched Season 1. I haven't seen any of Season 2.
Season 2 is out.
Yes, I haven't seen any of that, but I watched all of Season 1.
I watched just the pilot, so you're ahead of me.
Yes.
And I love the pilot. Is the show good?
Discovery, 100% war. 100% is war. War, battles, war, battles, war. It's all about battles.
Is that good?
There's
is that what we want?
There's basically...
I don't think that's what we want.
No, there isn't. It's basically no exploration, because it's about the war between the humans and the Federation and Klingons. So it's all... There's no real exploration.
Well, that sets this... We've heard about Kirk talk about that.
But there's no exploration. There's no wonder. There's none of that. It's 100% battles, war. How can we win this war? Battles, war, battle. That's basically Discovery. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not Star Trek. So
I want more science.
Yeah, there's science. There's pseudoscience.
Well,
but what I'm saying is there's pseudoscience as far as Star Trek is concerned. There's a lot of science in Star Trek that makes you think, why didn't they talk about this shit in the fucking future series? There's a lot of shit that's like, if you could do this, why the fuck didn't they do this in the future series?
When does this take place chronologically?
Between Enterprise and the original series.
Oh.
So it's old. It's old as dirt. But there's a lot of future shit in there that's like, why didn't they have this in the future series? So
that there is a problem.
Yeah. So I think Orville is more Star Trek than Star Trek is right now. Personally, that's my opinion.
What about the new Star Trek series that CBS streaming is coming out with? That's starring Patrick Stewart as Jean-Luc Picard.
I've heard nothing about that so far because I haven't done any research.
Have you
about that
heard
so
about
far.
Patrick Stewart reprising his role?
I that's the only thing I've heard of. Is Patrick Stewart is going to be in a series starring Patrick Stewart as Jean-Luc Picard.
Yes,
that's the only thing I've heard. That's the only thing I've heard.
Fair enough, because that's basically all I've heard too.
So,
but let's talk about how much we love the Next Generation, and how much. Who's your captain?
My captain is Jean-Luc Picard. That is my captain. Captain.
Ask me who my captain is.
Who's your captain? I guess
Picard.
Yes, Picard.
So, when this comes out, I really want to watch it because he's my captain.
Yes, my captain. My captain.
My captain. My captain. Look at me. Look at me.
I'm looking at you.
I'm the captain now. So I want to drink Captain Morgan right now and put my leg up and say, Captain! because Captain Picard is great. I grew up on The Next Generation. Don't get me wrong, I love the original series, and I love all the prequels they've done, but The Next Generation is what I grew up on. And I am a Trekkie. I love everything about it. And to bring Patrick Stewart back as Jean-Luc Picard is so intriguing to me. This is...
Well, what's intriguing is Patrick Stewart is older now, so it's going to be a later series. It has to be a later series. It has to be when he's like borderline admiral. Like he's up there to admiral status.
We saw in the future of the Next Generation.
He was an admiral.
He is an admiral, but he's retired and he's is doing his own thing. He's working a vineyard in Bordeaux, France. Like
but if you remember, Best of Both Worlds.
I do. I do.
The ending of the series, they made a mention of, why did the captain tell us about all the future events? Isn't he worried about the timeline? And somebody made a comment like, well, maybe he told us about it so that, we can fix things and make things better. So maybe he knows about the future so he can be like, well, I'm not going to work a fucking vineyard. I'm going to do my fucking thing and be an admiral or captain or whatever forever. So that could be an excuse.
His ex-wife, Beverly Picard Crusher Picard, hails him on... Well, that was mind blowing to me. I'm like, wait, what? You married Dr. Crusher and then you got
divorced? We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Come on, we knew.
But then they got divorced.
I mean, most 9 out of 10. What was it, like half marriage and divorce, something like that? So he hit the chance and he rolled the dice wrong. He rolled the dice and it was snake eyes.
Wesley went with the Traveler, so who knows?
Yeah, who knows what happened to him?
The Traveler. What time are we looking at?
Great show is what we're looking at.
Is that what we're looking at?
It's a great show. We're looking at a great show.
You know what? It was.
It's a great show.
It was a great show.
If you want to get a hold of For Your Distraction and you want to let us know what your favorite moments are about Star Trek, do you prefer the Orville or Discovery? Let us know, please and thank you. Email us, fordistraction@gmail.com. Search Facebook or Twitter. Search For Your Distraction @podcastfyd. We are on SoundCloud and iTunes. Search For Your Distraction. Rate us, like us, comment on us, share us with your friends. The only way we grow is if you guys help us grow. We are also a member of the Be Real Podcasting Network. Head over to Podbean and search for the Movie Guys Podcast. There you'll find our official, unofficial hub for the Be Real Network. Also, if you guys know a podcast or you guys have a podcast and you guys want to be a part of a network, email us or email the Movie Guys Podcast. We are more than willing to, vet different podcasts and find new family members. We want more people to join the network. We want to be a bigger family. We want to grow. We want to be bigger. We want to take over the fucking world. That's what we want to do. We want to also thank our wine of the show, I guess we're going to do.
Yes. Our wine of the show, Adam and I are a bit tipsy right now.
You could say
We've been drinking box wine, the Peter Vella Vineyards. The sweet and fruity, delicious red grape wine vineyards. I'm trying to read the the fine print here. It is packed by Peter Sullivan, Modesto, California. So we got some of that good shit.
Oh yeah.
Also, I wanted to Adam, give me some time here.
Go ahead.
I would like to point out that we are having the Toy Hio Toy Show.
We talked about that earlier, yeah.
February 9th, 2019 in Girard, Ohio at the Metroplex. 1620 Motor Inn, Girard, Ohio. Look them up on Facebook. You can go to their website at www.toyhiotoyshow.com. Check them out. If you're able to come, if you're local, please check us out. You'll find Adam and myself there. We're going to be doing some live interviews for Your Distraction. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be so
enjoyable
much
as hell.
Yes. We might not be as drunk as we are right now, but sometimes that's okay.
Less is more sometimes.
Yes.
Scott,
Yes, sir.
we know our captains. What's your favorite starship though? Between the series, which one do you prefer? Are you a Voyager? Are you an Enterprise D? Are you a DS9 guy? Are you a
DS9? No way.
No way.
NC-17 01A. Yeah, Ray, looking afraid of the dog. Start a new song, and I want y'all to sing along. To sing along. 'Cause the whole world loves it when you play that song. And the whole world loves it when you sing along.